Welcome, everyone, to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cyclones will put total leather and we'll get started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Utah Utes offense will get the first crack at it here. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse, too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He finds his man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Parks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Utes line up to punt it away. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He gets a block. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking to pass. It's Rising. Getting some heat. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Utes decide to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. He'll field the punt and take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will go to work for the first time today. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2 star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these 2 dudes on the field.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they get him down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Utah! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he added the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Iowa State sending the offense back out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They're going back to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after 1 period of play as we have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, gave the defender the business. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile one.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and trying to figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
The give out of the gun. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that 1st down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this 1st down.
And the Cyclones will move the sticks on first down from the 13-yard line. On the ground, it's Jackson. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls.
And he will score! Touchdown, Cyclones! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. They're trailing by just 4 to Temple.
Hands it off.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for room, it's Bernard. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Give to the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Utes will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Oh, what a move! Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Cyclones want to move quickly. He's looking for a man on second down. Snags it! They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Cyclones trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Bernard. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. He lets it fly. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's rising. Quickly complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights, it's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut them out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Utes will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Beck. throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Higgins. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Cyclones are flying down the field. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Catch in the middle, it's Higgins. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Trying to get to him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Beck. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're working that left side. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. And not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Movement here from the tight end. Dropping back, it's rising. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's McClain. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. And it's right down the boulevard. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Coming out with it, it's Jackson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback extends the play. Finds space on the right. Afterburner's coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Beck. Gets open down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give. And they swarm him under. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 4th down coming right on the doorstep. Any thought to kicking this one?
No thought whatsoever. Absolutely none. We got to go for this.
Wait, yes or no?
No, absolutely not. Yes, there's no thought to it.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Catch in the middle. It's McClain. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw for it. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Cyclones! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stanley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
no doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.